the Powerful Podcast. How are you doing today? The title of today's podcast episode is the A.B.C.D of selling. The A.B.C.D of selling. In other words, if sales was an alphabet, this is how simple it will be. We're streaming live on Instagram and on the podcast and on YouTube as well. It's going to be on YouTube as well. So let's get into the subject matter for today, the ABCD of selling. All right, let's get into it. The first in the ABCD of successful selling is number one is you've got to be ambitious and set audacious sales goals. Number one is be ambitious and set audacious sales goals. That is the A. My wife is watching me. And you're in the next room. Really interesting. All right, number one is set ambitious and audacious sales goals. You see, a wise man once said that if you set your sights on the moon, that you may not get to the moon, but you will fall among the stars. I thought that was brilliant. Set your sights on the moon, and even if you don't get to the moon, you will fall among the stars. This is important because if you set your sights on the moon and you fall among the stars, you don't get to the moon, it means that you have significantly moved from where you are to somewhere better. Now here's the thing about setting big and audacious goals. When you set the big and audacious goals, you are stretching your thinking, you are stretching your relationship set, you are stretching your mind. You will not remain the same again when you set a big, bold, and audacious goal. So it is important that you set a big goal for your business. I remember when I was still living in Nigeria, right? I used to live in a place called Badore. Some of you who listen to this, you know where Badore is in Ajah. And my rent in Badore was like 800k in my rent, 800,000 naira for rent where I used to live, right? 800,000 naira for rent where I used to live. Then I now moved from Badore to somewhere around Pinnock Beach Estate, around that area, very cool area. But guess what? The service charge for where I moved to was very close to the rent where I was coming from, but it was easier to pay. I made more money when I stretched myself. If I was from there, that I moved my family to England. You did get that? So it's when you stretch yourself, right? They say a mind that is expanded will never come back to the position it was before the expansion. If you stretch your goals, you will not come back to the position you were before the goal was stretched. Before the goal was stretched. Yeah, that's just the truth of the matter. So stretch the goal. Stretch it. So the action step for you on this is that define your biggest and most audacious sales goals for the next quarter or for this week that we've entered. Write it down, break it down into small steps. All right, set the big sales goals for yourself. Make calls. Even today, before I jumped on this recording today, I have called about 4 people. I have meetings booked for Wednesday. I have sales meetings booked for Tuesday with clients, because the action that I'm taking is in relationship with a webinar that I'm going to do called the 5-day sales challenge. I'm doing a 5-day sales challenge. Wow, you want to register for that challenge? Oh my goodness. In that challenge, for 5 days, I will be teaching every day for 5 days with specific instructions on how to achieve your sales target. I'll teach copywriting. I'll teach how to close the sale. I'll teach how to handle sales objection. And I will give you an assignment every single day To join that sales challenge, if you are watching this on Instagram, click on the link on my Instagram bio right now and sign up for that challenge. It's 20,000 naira for the challenge. If you're in the UK, it's £12. If you're in America, it's $14. The link is in the bio. Join the 5-day sales challenge. You'll love it. That's the first point. The second point in the A.B.C.D of selling, the B, is belief in self and product. You see, you've got to believe in your product. You've got to believe in yourself. It's very, very important. Laura, how are you? Now, belief can become a self-fulfilling prophecy. See, if you sell a pen, for example, but you don't believe that the pen can work properly, the pen may not work when a customer buys it, because people believe what you believe. If you're selling a product for somebody else, maybe you work in a company, you sell a high-ticket item, you sell a property or something, but in your heart, you just believe that the thing is too expensive, right? You don't believe the product. You don't believe that the product that you're selling is too expensive. Guess what is going to happen to you? Because you don't believe that the product is great enough, your customers too will not also believe, because people believe what you believe. Belief is a transferable energy. Now, the purpose of a product is to help you make money, help you save money, and help you save time. But if you do not believe that your products can do what it says it will do, you will not have the impetus, you will not have the drive to sell that product, because people can pick up from the belief that you have or don't have in your product. Notice I always sell myself and my product because I believe that it can help people's lives. I just helped somebody make $3 million. I was coaching them in their company and she made a sale of $3 million because I believe in myself. So that's why I tell people, join my 5-day sales challenge. I believe it can help you. I believe it can change your life. I've seen sales change my life. I don't know if I'm talking to somebody on tonight. So believe in yourself. Next, you have to believe in you. Believe that, hey, you can meet this sales target. Believe that, hey, I can live the life of my dreams. Believe that I can make the commission, I can make the revenue that can make me live in the part of town that I want to live in. I can make the money that can help me take care of my mom in the way I want to take care of my mom. It starts with your belief. Your beliefs determine what you attempt. The reason why you're not calling that client, the reason why you're not sending that DM is because you really do not believe that people can buy from you. Belief influences attempt. Belief influences action. The magnitude of action that you take, the quantity of action that you take, the quality of action that you take, the consistency of action that you take is tantamount and directly related to the amount of belief that you have in yourself. If you don't believe, you won't do. If you don't do, you won't get results. If you don't get results, your life will not be beautiful. You get that? So what is the action point there? Write down 3 reasons why you believe in your product. Why do you believe in your product? Write it down. What are the 3 reasons why you believe in this your product? Okay, I believe in my product because of this. Write it down. What so you say to say, I believe in my product because my product helps people make money. I believe in my product because my product helps people save money. I believe in my product because my product helps people save time. And this is the statistics or evidence help other people do the same thing. So I believe. Your belief, when you're talking to a customer, because you believe, you can transfer the energy of that belief, and the customer will just know that this person believes in themselves. So belief is very, very important. So I've given you belief, which is the B, and then the action step to this is a great masterclass. If you are enjoying this, take a screenshot, tell your friends to come and join you. This guy is teaching a masterclass. This is an article that I wrote on my newsletter, the full letters. All right, you can also read the article, it's free, but I'm teaching from the article. For those of you who are content creators, this is called content repurposing. Don't waste your content. I wrote a Twitter article about the content, and the content did very, very well on Twitter. I turned it into an article in my newsletter. The article in my newsletter did very, 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 very well. Then I turned it now into a podcast and a video. It's called content repurposing. I will be teaching this in my 5-day sales challenge. To join the challenge is 20,000 naira for the 5-day sales challenge. It is also $14 if you are in the US or £12 if you are in the UK. Who would like to join that challenge right now? Say I. If you want to join the challenge, if you are watching this on YouTube, the link to join the challenge is going to be on my show notes. It's going to be on the show notes, all right? And it's going to be on the show. If you are watching this on Instagram, the link is, you click on the link on my Instagram bio right now and join the challenge. It's 20,000 naira. If you can't invest 20,000 naira in your education, then you want to ask that, do you really believe in yourself or believe in the thing that you are, you are doing? All right, action. Another thing I can help you believe is knowledge. If you have knowledge, you build confidence. Confidence is very, very important. So that's why I read a lot. I just finished reading this book today, a 168-page, very, very good book. It's called The War of Art. This is the best book I've read this year. This is the best book, apart from my Bible. This is the best book I have read this year. Stephen Preston, may God bless you. May God bless you for this book. I made 22 pages of notes from this book. I use an app to make notes called Readwise. I want you to download that app. I'm going to join an affiliate link. I'm going to drop a link in the show notes of the podcast. Click on my affiliate link. If you click on that link, if you download Readwise, I will get a little affiliate commission from it. I think it is good. I use to take notes. Why read when you don't take notes? Why read when you can't remember what you read? I know all the books I have read this year, and I have all the notes I took in all the books that I've read this year so far, because I use an app called Readwise. So you want to check out Readwise, click on the link on the show notes and download the app. You will thank me later. Readwise is the best £3 I pay every month. Dr. Daniel Moses, how are you doing, my brother? Readwise is the best £3 I pay every single month. Download Readwise. All right, so it's going to be on the show notes. All right, so get that. This is the best book I have read this year so far. I just finished the book today. It's a 168-page. The best book I have read this year is this book, The War of Art. This book will kick your ass. This book will remove every form of negativity and laziness from you. It's a very good book. All right, so let's go ahead. All right, the C in the A.B.C.D of selling is consistency. Cash and conscientiousness. Good. What is consistency? You see, to be successful in selling is more of an attitude than a skill. It's more of an attitude than a skill. The consistency is, look at this, I show up on Instagram every single day. I show up on social media every single day. That is consistency. That is consistency. It is an habit. It's a habit. Now, even in this book, what the guy was talking about in this book is that he said that you are only guaranteed of the work. You are not guaranteed of the result. I thought that was very powerful. I thought that was me. Even as a Christian, I believe I'm guaranteed of the result. But the guy said you should focus on the work. Focus on the work, not the result. He said because if you focus on the work, you see this result, it will naturally take care of itself. The book is so good. I am reviewing the book next month with members of my paid WhatsApp group. To join the group as well, click on the link on the bio. The book is so good. This book is so good. I read it to my children yesterday, and I'm going to read it to them again tonight before we sleep in our night prayer time. It's such a good book. I've seen that I ate the book up. See, look at the pages. I have finished this book today. Great book. Good. So consistency. Many people. The guy said the enemy of creativity. The enemy is not outside of you. The enemy is inside. You are the reason why you are lazy. It's you. Your laziness is your fault. It's not your boyfriend. No. The man that wrote this book, War and Peace, Leo Tolstoy. When Leo Tolstoy wrote this book is over 1,000 pages. He had 13 children. When Leo Tolstoy wrote this book, War and Peace, he had 13 children. Do you know what it means to have 13 children and still write a book this big? I have 3 children. I know the work. Some of you don't have children. You only have one, and yet you are lazy. You keep coming up with excuses why you can't get stuff done. You say it's the weather. You say it's your country. You say you are tired. You say you are this. You are just being lazy. Get yourself up. How many of you are enjoying this? Say I. Oh my goodness. I'm loving this podcast episode, man. Yo. If you're enjoying this, give me some thumbs up. Give me some thumbs up. Give me some thumbs up if you're enjoying this. Consistency. Whatever you start, you should finish. Whatever you start, you should finish. The guy said in the book that you cannot get any help until you move. I told my children something one day. I said, if you see two people driving a car and their cars are bad, one of them stood by the car, but the other one is trying to push the car, which of them will you most likely help? Is it the one that's trying to push their car? That's the thing, is the consistency. Many are not consistent. When I tell you again, very important. Leo, I told my children and my wife this morning when we were praying this morning before we went to church. I said, this is Leo Tolstoy. This book changed the world. This book is over 1,000 pages. When the man wrote this book, he had 13 children. 13 children. Some of you don't even have one child. You can't even get yourself up. You can't even go to the gym. You blame the weather. You blame your boyfriend. You blame your girlfriend. You blame your stupid ex that you're angry with. You blame everybody, but you never blame yourself, honey. You are the problem. You are the problem. Because for everything that you blame, there's one person that is always present in the scene, and that person is you. Oh my God. Yeah. The name of the book is called The War of Hearts. War of Hearts by Stephen Press. This is the best book I've read this year. The best book. But don't just buy the book. Learn to take notes. I use an app called Readwise to take notes. All right. So click on the link on my show notes and use my link to download the app. Readwise is the best $3 I pay every single month. Bottles are flying. Take it easy. Almost bottles are flying. Take it easy. Oh my God. Next is cash. You must talk about money quickly. When you are, that's the C of sales. Talk about money quickly. Don't delay the talk about money. Don't wait until later before you now start talking about how much you will charge. No, they will disappoint you. After you've explained the value to them, go straight to the money. Don't be afraid whether they will buy or if they don't buy, it's a kettle of fish, not yours. They can go if they don't buy. But talk about money early. But talk about your value first, so your value is justifying the money that you are charging them. After all, you need money to live, don't you? You need money to live, don't you? So talk about the money early in the process. All right? Let me reiterate this point again about consistency. Listen to me. The enemy is you. The mountain is you. The problem is you. Leo Tolstoy, when he wrote this book, he had 13 children. This book is 1,000 pages plus. He had 13 children. You don't have a child. You have only one. You have only two. Yet you are complaining. You are give all the excuses. It's your boyfriend. It's your husband. It's your children. It's your job. Come on, man. Nobody's your problem. You are the one that is lazy. You say you can't create content. You don't have apps. You don't have a good phone. You're not serious. You are not hungry. You are definitely not hungry. Oh my God. So the assignment I want to give the action point is, develop a daily sales routine that includes planning, prospecting, follow-ups, and stick to it consistently. Develop a daily routine. Look at me, I'm doing this right now because I'm doing it. I'm consistent at it. I show up every day. Those of you who follow me on Instagram, social media, this guy shows up every single day. That's it. Next is conscientiousness. You need to be a planner. For example, I've got sales meeting on Tuesday, I've got sales meeting on Wednesday, I've got sales all over the week. I've written it down in my calendar. You have to be a planner because sometimes people sell more than you, not because they have a better product. They are just more organized than you. Period. All right. Then the last part, which is data, divinity, and discipline. That's the D, the A.B.C.D of selling. Data. You got to have data. It's the end of the week now. It's the start of a new week now. You want to look at your algorithm. You want to look at the back end of your Instagram. Which of my posts did well? Why did it do well? Was it a video post? Was it a written post? Okay. What time of the day do I have most of my audience? You check that time. You are looking at the data, and then you make a decision off the back of the data, not the back of how you feel. Did you get that? Your decision should be based on data and not on your feelings. Did you get that? All right. Next is divinity. You've got to pray. I don't know why you are making sales and you don't take prayer seriously. I don't understand it. I mean, for some of you, maybe. But I believe that life is spiritual. So you've got to pray. I don't know about you. I pray. I fast. Because I believe that life is spiritual and sales is inside life. So by definition, by deductive reasoning, if life is spiritual and sales is inside life, that means that sales is spiritual. True of us, deductive reasoning, isn't it? Life is spiritual. God is spiritual. God is a spirit. God made the earth. All right, everything he does is spiritual, right? Sales is inside the earth. So by deductive reasoning, if God is spiritual, life is spiritual, then sales is spiritual, isn't it? So if you don't look at sales from that perspective as well, then you may be leaving some money on the table. You may be leaving some money on the table. Before you go for that salesman, you have to pray about it. You have to declare God's word about your goals. You have to declare God's word. You have to pray about it. If you're a Muslim, you got to pray about it. Because life is spiritual. Don't be carnal. Don't be casual in this life. If you don't pray, they say you be a prey of the devil. And then last part is discipline. You got to be disciplined. As you discipline yourself, you would get better. As you discipline yourself, you will fool. Be disciplined. You can win the battle with discipline. Know when you sleep. Know when you get up. This was said to read today. I started this book yesterday. I said I will finish it today. I said I will finish it today. The discipline. I finished it. Because how you do one thing is how you do everything. You say you work out, you didn't work out. You are being lazy. You're not disciplined. That's why you don't return your client's call. The enemy is within you. The enemy is not outside of you. So guys, those of you watching this on YouTube, click on the link on the subscribe button and subscribe to this. Those of you listening to this on the podcast, please smash the subscribe button. In Spotify, I'm almost 1,000 subscribers. Click on that subscribe button on Spotify. Drop a comment, drop a link, and thank you everybody. Now Instagrammers, don't go anywhere. Stay here, Instagrammers.